Hi guys!
How you guys doing today?
We thought we'd start somewhere a little unique this time. Does anybody know where we are?
Any guesses as where we're starting? It's a happy Magic Monday. Figured you guys could join us today.
Hello, Rachel. Hi, Bespoke Magic.
We're gonna have some food. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some good times this afternoon. But we thought we'd start off with a little bit of hydration before we got started.
As Brenna likes to say, we need to hydrate before we dehydrate. So we're trying to start off right. Oh, they have the chewy ice here. I love the chewy ice.
So guys, welcome. We are, by the way, I'm Chris. This is Susan. We are Ear to Ear Magic, and we're coming to you guys live from Walt Disney World. If this is the first time you're watching, glad you guys could join us. We come to you live from our YouTube channel every Monday and Friday. And whenever else we can fit one in, why not,
Exactly.
you know? But for the time being, we're going to try to go live every Monday here moving forward at 2 p.m. just to be consistent. Now, Fridays may fluctuate. We may start early. We may start later, depending on what's going on and what
What part? Yeah.
who knows? Maybe we may do a rope drop at one Friday, and then the next week we're going to do a late night just to get the most out of it. So, happy Monday, Catherine. Glad you guys could join us. But if you guys are watching for the first time, you can know that we're always going to be with you guys, at least for the time being, on 2 p.m. on Mondays.
Yes.
So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and say click all for all notifications. So the next time any of our live stream notifications come up, you'll be alerted to it, and you'll know exactly when we're going to be coming here live. Just in case we have anybody watching for the first time, we have moved here about almost 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Just so that we could be in the parks on a regular basis and to share things with you guys. We are also Travelmation travel agents, and we just thought, as much as we like to share things for our travel clients and to be in the know, we just didn't like the idea of not being able to talk about things from a first-hand experience on what's really going on here. This is even prior to the pandemic, the idea of knowing exactly when things are happening and saying, well, we were here the first day of the festivals, we saw when the new rides opened up, so it's very important for us just to sit here and experience it and be able to share it with you guys. And we like being able to do it on the live streams now, so you guys can see what the crowds are like.
No editing here. You guys see it in real time. So if it's crowded, you see it. If it's not crowded, you see it. We want you guys to get a realistic expectation of what you're going to see and experience when you're here. If you're planning on coming, or even to help you decide if you're going to be comfortable coming, because that's one of the things that we hate more than anything else, is hearing when people get here, maybe it's more crowded than they thought it was going to be, or maybe things aren't working the way they thought, because a lot of times, if it's not live and in the moment, things can be edited. I don't want to say that people intentionally skew things, but sometimes even subconsciously you feel a certain way about something. And so as you edit and prep something to post, maybe it communicates your feelings in a way that maybe someone else might not think the same way. So we kind of love to share that with you guys.
And as always, we would love to help you guys plan your next Disney vacation, Universal vacation, travel whatsoever, or a cruise coming here in the future, whether it be Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, or Disney Cruise Line. Please know that when you guys reach out to us, we give you quotes, we help you plan your vacation. We don't charge, there are no fees for that. We get paid by the vendors who we help you book through at no additional cost to you. So the one reason we like being agents is the fact that we don't take money out of people's pockets for our services. They come out of us just helping that out. So if we help you book your Disney vacation, it'll be the same cost if you call Disney directly, because we do work directly with Disney. We do work with Travelmation, who is an approved, authorized, affiliated Disney travel planner. So we can help you guys do that. And the great thing is that we help you guys at no cost to you, but you help us in our small business, and we help you make your vacations a little bit less stressful. And also the great thing is when promotions come out, well, if you book directly with Disney, when promotions come out, Disney won't call you to let you know that the promotions are out and they can save you money.
They're not going to say, hey,
But
here's something better.
But if you book with us, if something comes out, lowers prices, and they do often happen the quarter before, we're going to make sure that you got the best price as well. So thank you guys for supporting us as a small business, but also thank you just for hanging out with us every time we do a live stream. So we're glad you guys could join us. As Bespoke says, that we are in the DVC member lounge. So yes, we are in an exclusive spot right now. Why are we not wearing masks? Is because we are sitting at our table.
Sitting at a table, we have our drinks.
We've been assigned a table and a spot. We have our little snacks. So we are actively eating and drinking and stationary. So we are following the rules. We will be masking back up as soon as we leave.
Drink all my drink, and now I'm eating the chewy ice because I love chewy ice.
So I'm gonna say hello to some people here in the chat, because really the chat's where it's at. You guys make the magic happen. So thank you guys for popping into the chat and saying hello to everybody. Of course, we had Rachel come on. Good to see you, Rachel. One of our patrons over on our Patreon account. So thank you. Bespoke Magic is on. We've got Catherine is on. Andrew's working away, making the money. That's the way to make it happen, Andrew.
You got to do it.
Yep. Michael, good to see you on. That's right. Michael's going to be here in November for a trip, so maybe we'll see when you come here in November. CJ's World of Color, good afternoon. Welcome to the chat. JB Loves Disney. It's good to talk to you again. We talked last night. We were chatting in somebody else's stream. So JB Loves Disney, good to see you. Pixie Dust Mom, good afternoon. How are you? Naomi, how are you? Hopefully Naomi and maybe Heather's on. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. Angela, hi, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. And Sonia is on. Hi, Sonia. So glad you guys could join us today. Again, today we're just kind of starting off in the DVC lounge here. It's kind of cool, quiet, air conditioned for a moment, but we're gonna go back out, hit the World Showcase.
It's warm today, although not as warm as it has been in the last couple of days, so we're not gonna complain necessarily. We're forecasted high of 80. We'll probably reach a couple degrees over that because the sun has been peeking through the clouds. It was overcast earlier today, so it's still a pretty warm day. Later on this week, it's supposed to be cold. Our Friday live stream, the forecasted high is 66 degrees.
That's just not right. 66 degrees.
On April 2nd. That's
late
unheard
April
of.
Fool's Day.
Unheard of low high for April here. So typical bipolar Florida weather, stretching a little far.
We will be back in the Magic Kingdom on Friday, so if you guys can join us on Friday, we may have to be, we may have to have on some long sleeves, who knows?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of crazy.
My hoodie is probably going to make an appearance.
And the Surf Bum, good to have you on. Good to see you. Catherine says she can't wait for a cruise either. Oh, we are so ready to get back into a cruise. We're looking forward to it.
We've had fun booking individuals on the Royal Caribbean Adventure cruises that are sailing. They're not waiting for the CDC. They've just cut them out and are sailing from the Bahamas and the Caribbean.
So both Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruises. One of them's departing from the Bahamas at Nassau, and Celebrity is from St. Martin. And because they're not departing from U.S. ports, they don't have to follow the CDC.
It's true.
They are following guidelines to make sure everybody is safe, but they're not.
They're not limited. The CDC isn't letting anyone sail from U.S.
CDC is
ports
not letting anyone
now.
sail from domestic ports. So because they're not under domestic port, they're not under the CDC rules, so they can actually go and do their cruises. So we've already booked a couple of those for some friends who want to go out and they want to try cruising. They're going to be vaccinated. Everyone on the cruise has to be vaccinated for these first cruises for June, July, and August. So this is what we're hoping. That it goes
everyone. Everyone 18 and older.
18 and older. All the 18 and anyone under the age of 18 has to have a negative test before they get on. Hopefully they all go smooth sailing, pun intended, and the CDC will say, you know what, maybe things are looking pretty good and we'll get back to normal sailing in the fall as well. So, but I think if you guys are ready, we're gonna be going back out.
Let's go.
I think I'm done with my snack and my drink. So we'll mask back up, take you back down into the Imagination Pavilion. Who wants to see some flutterbys?
And we have not visited the butterfly garden with you guys yet, so we thought that would be a fun way to start our stream. And then maybe do a scavenger hunt.
You guys want to join us for the scavenger hunt?
That
we haven't looked
fun.
for Spike the Bee yet.
We haven't done Spike the Bee, and
Now,
they have some really cute prizes.
So they have two scavenger hunts right now in Epcot. One of them is the Spike to Be, which is what started at the beginning of March.
Yep.
And the prizes there are melamine plates.
Very cute. So cute.
Then the egg hunt, the egg extravaganza just started this past week as well. And the egg extravaganza, they each have 12 eggs.
Yeah.
They have 12 eggs hidden around the pavilions and the World Showcase. Each of them has a different Disney character on them. And if you find all those eggs, you can choose the little plastic eggs as your prize. So I think for today, I think we might go for Spike. We haven't done Spike yet.
We haven't done Spike.
So we have to go get a Spike. We have to go get a Spike mat.
And
so,
I love the prize. It's a very practical prize that we're going to use. So.
Bespoke Magic says vaccinations are going very fast in your country. I really hope cruises will allow to depart from the U.S. very soon. I have a cruise credit waiting for that. I know.
We have so many clients
well.
that have those. Yeah.
I can't wait. So, all right. What kind of scavenger hunt do they have for Festival of the Arts? Naomi was asking. Festival of the Arts has something called Figment's Brush with the Masters.
Yep.
What they do, Naomi, is they have famous pieces of artwork hidden throughout the World Showcase. They're actually in the pavilions.
That have been recreated with Figment.
They've had a little bit of Photoshop. So Figment's kind of hidden inside of each of the works of art.
Yeah.
And so when you buy the map, you go around and you have to hunt inside the pavilions. It's mainly indoors of a scavenger hunt. I'll give you a hint. The gift shops are usually a good place to go. But you look for the famous pieces of artwork with the hidden figments in it. And at the end, they usually have different prizes. And they vary from different year to year. So 2022 may have completely different Figment Brush with the Master scavenger hunt. But we'll be checking that out when you guys are coming for your trip next year as well. So
definitely.
Shall we keep moving?
Yeah.
One of the other things I did here was I needed to charge up a little bit. So all right. I'll carry this.
Yep.
Trash cans.
Trash.
All right, let's go. And we are back up into the DVC member lounge. This is the area that's only available to those who are Disney Vacation Club members. But you guys are our guests today, so you're allowed to come up here with us as well. So.
That's right.
All right. Trash cans. This is a pretty cool area up here, and it's always very nicely air conditioned. And if you guys remember the old rainbow tunnel that used to be a big thing up here in the Imagination Pavilion when you came upstairs, the rainbow tunnel actually fits like right back here. It's now walled off, but that's where the rainbow tunnel used to be. If you ever see old pictures of Dreamfinder. So, yes, we are.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Guys, have a great afternoon. And we'll walk back down. If you guys have ever came out, if you're not DVC members and you've ever come back out of the Journey to Imagination ride, and you see the kiosk there and the stairs going up, that's what this is. Yes, it's a really great place to cool, chill, and relax for a bit in the cool air conditioning, especially when it gets really, really hot. All right, so there's going to be a little bit of a wait to go see some flutterbys. So we're going to go jump in line for there. It's still always very quiet still over here when it comes to the monorail line because we do not have the Epcot monorails running yet. That's running again. They have not run since the parks have reopened last July. The latest we've seen is we've seen a lot of maintenance on the rails being done. They do have a maintenance cart that they send out every so often to do some things to make sure the rail stays clean and it stays clean and is up to date and stuff like that. But we that's the most we've seen so far. Joy is out in the grass today, running around as a socially distanced character. Skip in line in front of this woman with the green shirt. Did you see Joy out there? She is. Here, I'm going to take a back step here. There is Joy. She's just kind of hanging out in the grass, saying hello to all the people who come by to see her. When we came by here earlier, we'll see her again in just a second. Winnie the Pooh was out here just about maybe 10 minutes ago.
So one of the things that I'm loving this year is that they have a ton of butterfly-friendly flowers around the butterfly garden tent. So there are, in addition to the butterflies
inside.
breeding inside.
Good to see you. We were coming in here earlier, walked by, Winnie the Pooh was hanging out right here. He had his butterfly net, and there's actual butterflies. You gotta be careful, he might actually catch real ones. You guys can see them. Look at that beyond. Linda's in Arizona today, not in Linda is in Arizona visiting my daughter and little grandson. It's 90 here today. Wow, it's a little warmer there than it is here.
Yeah.
Just by a few degrees. So it's awesome getting to visit family again. And guys, make sure to do us a favor if you're watching and you're having a good time and enjoying being in the parks today. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button for us. As always, we strive to get to 100 likes during our streams on Mondays and Fridays, mainly because that's the algorithm time and frame that YouTube says you have to meet a minimum of 100 likes before we will voluntarily share your stream out with other people who might want to come in and watch. So we always try to go for 100 so we can have a few new friends hop in. We've actually run into local people here, like in our local grocery stores and the like, who said, oh, I saw you on a live stream a week or so ago. YouTube just popped up and said, hey, you might like to watch this. And that was really kind of cool. And that's only because we can get to 100 likes. So thank you guys for that so much. There are a lot of butterflies out here. Now, we were talking about
like these flowers right here.
Whatever they are. Now, we were talking about the Spike the Bee scavenger hunt. And look, there's one right there. We should have gotten our map first.
Well, we know where he is. We can
so,
he's flying there.
So it says salvia on his little tag. Is that what the name of this flower is?
Well, it's the purple ones down below are salvia. I don't know what's mixed in with you.
But there is our Spike.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, guys, let's go see the Goodness Garden Butterfly House presented by Go Go Squeeze. In the past, past flower and garden festivals, when you used to, oh my goodness, there are a lot of them. We used to come through here. They always gave out Go Go Squeezes when we would come through as well. So, of course, we're not getting those this year. Good afternoon, Jen.
Really good in here. Obviously, all
it does smell. It smells wonderful. I don't know. Can you guys see all the butterflies? They're really. And it's also, not only is it just a good experience to stop and see the butterflies, but, you know, especially for the younger ones, learn a little bit about the butterfly life cycle. They have science and educational things spread out around so you can see.
There's a bunch of freshly hatched ones in that one where their
And then,
wings are
yeah,
still...
they actually have the little butterfly hatcheries where they put in the little larva cocoons. Oh, it smells so nice in here. There's butterflies everywhere, which is funny because I remember back in 2019 we would come through here a couple of times. We didn't saw like one or two butterflies. Once believed to be extinct in Florida, Walt Disney World is breeding the Atala butterflies, the Eumaeus atala, and releasing them to their native habitat. So the Atala butterflies only lay their eggs on cycad plants that are native to Florida. And Disney's Vero Beach Resort, perfect climate for those butterflies and cocoons, is reporting sustained Atala butterfly populations now. So that's really cool that you can see conservation efforts, even such as things like for butterflies. These are strawberry plants. I have to do some strawberry picking here soon. So these are little hatcheries we were talking about before. So you can see they've got them hanging on little shelves, and what they do with the
pin them so they're hanging.
yeah, they
down.
pin the little cocoons on these boards, and then they change the boards out every so often so that they can hatch out and then fly free. It's really cool to sit there and watch as they're actually coming out of the cocoons. Whew. It's dangerous. I've almost gotten run over twice.
So one of my agent friends was in here when they first opened with their kids, and the butterflies were actually landing on them. Liberty would die. She would be so excited.
Oh, Liberty loves the butterflies. I don't know, is there anybody who doesn't like butterflies though? Mirella, good afternoon. Watch the, look at the tops as well. You can see they kind of hang out the edges right there too. So many butterflies. This is a good day for butterflies. It's a good thing we're not having a butterfly drinking game today.
Oh goodness.
We wouldn't make it out of here. CJ's World of Colors like, nope, not a fan of the butterflies.
Here, walk down again. I'll take
So many up in that one corner up there. What? Oh, wow.
Did you guys see? Can you guys see this?
I'm gonna have to go a little closer, but look at all these. I'm getting attacked by butterflies.
Well, and do you see on here?
Well, I got to go a little closer so they can see it. See what she's talking about?
So this is a passion fruit plant, and there are butterflies all around it, but in addition to that, there are caterpillars of various sizes. So there's little bitty ones. I'm trying not to get too close. They are poking. But you can see, like right here, they're like munching. You can see them like actively munching.
Oh, that's lantana. Yes, thank you. Lantana.
Like the butterflies are like bugging them. Like, I want some. Don't eat them all. But there are a lot of caterpillars on this plant. This is a passion fruit plant, by the way, guys.
So cool.
They're all over this thing.
That's exciting. I don't remember seeing that previously. Do you?
No, I don't ever remember seeing caterpillars. Naomi's like, I used to think of them as flying worms. These butterflies were just flying worms. That would be frightening. And we had a close encounter of the butterfly kind. I can't imagine having like a personal butterfly garden like this at home. So we've got some new ones up here in the little hatchery that haven't quite dried out their wings just yet. Sharon wants to know if the butterflies sometimes land on you. Yes, they do, oftentimes. Matter of fact, I've been watching a few of the others that have landed on people and guests. So it is not uncommon, especially if you're really still. I've already seen. Of course, I'm very conscious of not putting other people's families onto our stream if I can help it. But I've seen lots of kids with butterflies landing on their arms and shoulders. The key is to be very still.
It helps if you're flower colored as well. If you have flower colored clothing, that helps.
Like bright colored clothing. But very nice.
We're gonna have to bring Liberty back in.
So Patrick goes, where do you eat when you're at the parks? Well,
It depends.
being the fact that we try to do as much experiences as possible, we go a little bit of everywhere, Patrick. Now, when it comes to Epcot during the Flower and Garden Festival, we tend to eat out at the kiosk, at the outdoor kitchens as much as possible. And that's only because of the fact that, there's so many dishes and there's so many different foods that we try to take a little bit of it, a little bit here and there. So at least during the Flower and Garden Festival, we tend to not eat at the restaurants nearly as much.
Down there, there's a caterpillar on that.
The plant that's been eaten up.
Yeah. Well, right here.
All right, I can't quite get to it. What are we talking about? Susan says there's another caterpillar down here. Where is our caterpillar? Is he on the marigolds? Oh, he's really small. He's a lot smaller. You guys see him? There he is. So I'm sure most of you guys, when you joined the stream today, had no idea you were going to be honorary entomologists today. Bugs. It's a bug's life. I'm assuming this is probably one of the few places where caterpillars are encouraged. Susan's got a really good eye. He's tiny. I cannot believe you saw him.
So far that I've not seen before are these green ones right here. I mean, they really do look like almost like a shredded leaf when they're not moving.
Are they a monarch?
I don't think so. There's a monarch right over there. Isn't that a right here? Isn't that one a monarch?
Yes, that one is.
I'm not sure what that one is.
So, actually, Naomi, we have been to the butterfly house at Callaway Gardens. We had I don't know what you would have. I don't know how would you refer to it as. We had our engagement, a family meet and greet. When we were first engaged, having our parents meet for the first time and hang out we were at Callaway Gardens, and we had pictures taken, and we just hung out that afternoon at Callaway Gardens. It's a beautiful place. There's another one of your green ones. Of course, Naomi, that was way back in the day, when Susan and I were first engaged. And back then, they had not only the butterfly house, but you could see all the dinosaurs running around as well. So, no, that was around 21 years ago.
All right, say goodbye to the...
All right, well, everybody say goodbye to our butterfly friends. That was cool, though.
That was so much fun. I snapped a few photos and I got video of the caterpillars crunching on the leaf.
I like the colors of the flowers just on the outside here. the purple. These are purple, right? They're not blue?
They're purple.
Okay. They look purple to me. But the purples and the yellows, I love the contrast of those. And you got a few oranges stuck in there as well.
Those are puppies.
Jen's like, we're all playing hooky from our Zoom calls right now.
Well,
No, you're just doing entomology lessons. That's all. We'll give everybody an entomology credit afterwards. After we're done, everyone can say that we studied the butterfly life cycles. We learned about plants, and we saw the pillars. So again, this is available here at the Flower and Garden Festival until the end of the festival, which is July 5th. The Flower and Garden Festival is a lot longer this year than it has ever been in the past. So there's plenty of time for those who might not normally come until the summertime to actually enjoy Flower and Garden. In the past, like many years ago, Flower and Garden actually was over in the second week of May.
Yep.
So generally you could come for Mother's Day, and then after that it was over, and there was no festival whatsoever over during Memorial Day weekend. And then the next festival didn't start until well into the late September for Food and Wine. Now things have changed a little bit. Now we've got Flower and Garden all the way into July 5th. And last year we had, Food and Wine, the changed, the revised version started well into the middle of summer. So I don't know when we're going to get our Food and Wine starting this year. But in the past, even before the pandemic, we had Food and Wine starting right around,
Every year.
yeah, about the end of August, like the August 28th, 29th. And that was usually a week after they started Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So who knows what the schedule is going to be like, because at this point they have not announced Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Parties, any possible dates for that just yet. And we don't quite know what it's going to be for Food and Wine. You can see the Lion King.
Yep.
Simba. You guys can get a screenshot for yourself right there. All right, Andrew made a dad joke. Hang on.
No. We just
Hang on.
and we were going to take him into their.
I didn't want to hear the dad joke. I'm going to always count on Andrew to help me out, making sure we're meeting our dad quotas for the day. By the way, any of you guys out there who are annual pass holders, they did make an announcement that later on, earlier, toward early summer, they were going to be mailing out Orange Bird magnets, annual pass holder magnets, to the address that is in your account. You need to make sure you go into your My Disney Experience account, make sure your address is correct and updated and ready to go, so that when they mail those out, you'll have those.
The deadline for that is March the 31st, so don't delay.
Yeah, you only have a couple more days to make sure, because if your address isn't in there by the end of March, they're going to sort of cut it off as far as what they pull for their data, for their
That is an
spreadsheets and the
LOL
like.
moment at that point.
So yeah, you don't want to miss out on the Orange Bird magnets if you guys have an annual pass. And for pass holders out there, don't forget, right now, if you guys were to book certain hotel rooms between now and the first part of June, I think June 10th, we can get up to 35% off of certain hotel rooms, depending on which hotels and which level of hotels you guys are looking at. So if you're thinking about coming to do just a room only, and you've already got your annual pass, reach out to us, let us know. We'd be glad to help you guys look for a really good deal and save maybe up to 35% off of a regular standard room rate to come over here between April, May, and the first week of June. So
About the little floating planters. So over by Journey into Imagination, they have flowers in the planters, and over here they have green, which I think is kind of a nice break because,
there's a lot of flowers.
there's a lot of flowers
Visually.
along the edge. Yeah. Let me see if I can look.
Mary wants to know, Susan, did you finish your garden graze?
No, you know what? I couldn't find my book. Like I filled out the book and then we couldn't find it, so I have to find it. We have like 4 of the 5 things. So I would imagine if I get some more things in another book, I could always put them together.
Probably combine them. Craig wants to know whether or not Wade's out there. I don't see Wade out there today.
No Wade.
Anybody see Wade?
No waiting. No waiting, Wade.
If you guys follow us on TikTok, we just started TikTok about a month ago, and our probably our most watched TikTok is just a dad joke about a cast member being out there working in the water. It's gotten over 33,000, 34,000 views. You know, fun stuff like that. Patrick, the reason I was asking you is because I will be coming to Walt Disney World for a trip to celebrate my 1-year recovery from COVID from April 28th to May. And we're trying to find places to eat. There's lots of cool places up there,
So
Patrick.
many great dining options.
What I would recommend you do, if you're going to be coming a little bit later here in April, always ask questions, especially if we're going to be walking around doing our live streams. We'll point out some great places to eat here and there. Some of our favorite places to eat here in Epcot. If you want to find a fine dining, or not fine dining, but you know, sit down restaurant that's not quick service, you can look up Garden Grill, which is over in the Land, which is a family style all you can eat scenario. They do have characters that come along behind you. They don't come up to hug or give signatures or anything like that, but they do come up for like socially distanced photos. So the Garden Grill is a great place to check out if you like German food. Beer Garden over in the Germany Pavilion is one of my favorites. It is also served family style right now since there's no buffets. And there's also, of course, if you're looking for, you know, they've got a couple of French cuisine restaurants over in the France Pavilion. One of my favorite places also is over in the Mexico Pavilion. There's actually a couple of restaurants there you can check out, like the San Angel Inn and the Hacienda. But like I said, I like to, when it comes to flower and garden, I like to just, you know, eat a little bit here and a little bit there as you go around to the outdoor kitchens. And that way you're having a little bit of taste of everything. It's like a progressive buffet, if that makes sense. GJ's World of Color 9 Dragons is really good in the China Pavilion. It is unfortunately not open at the moment.
Nope.
You can get the
Quick service.
you can get the quick service in China Pavilion, but unfortunately 9 Dragons is yet to reopen. Akershus is also not yet opened in Norway. One of our other favorite places to eat, really good food. If you guys like barbecue, you can go over to the American Pavilion. You want to go in here and grab a map?
Do they have them here?
We can find out. Or should we go to the other side?
They have them on the other side.
Go to the other side then.
Sure, they have them.
You can go over to the American Pavilion and go eat at the place there that's right across from the America Gardens Theater, and the Sam Eagle. If you love the Muppets, great place for barbecue.
Delicious.
Even if you're vegan, they have a jackfruit. Have a jackfruit dish there.
Pretty good. They have gluten-free garlic toast there.
Gluten-free garlic toast.
It's
That's the only time
amazing.
Susan's ever had like garlic toast like that eaten out.
Better hurry up.
Mary said they had an amazing time at Flower and Garden during their spring break. And the strange thing is we're still in spring break, but it doesn't feel as busy today as it's been in the past. There's our Disney Stargate out there. Disney Gate.
There's a third taco.
There is a third taco. Is there a third taco? Is there? We do have another taco, guys. Look at that. You guys are like, what is he talking about? All right, so these are new pavilions, new barges for Harmonious, the new stage show. There's going to be a nighttime show, fireworks and display. In the daytime, there's going to be water features and things coming from these. Oh yeah, they're shooting water off of it. So there are a total of 5 of these barges in all, guys. I call these little oval, semi-oval, half-shaped, heart-shaped, I call them the Epcot tacos. There are 4 of these guys right here. And then of course we've got our Disney gate in the middle. And up till yesterday, I believe, they only had the 2 in the front, the Stargate in the middle, and the other 2 were still back in the area. You see where the, look over here, you see where the crane is? That's where the assembly area is. They've been working on the other 2. So they brought out the 3rd.
Exciting. They have one more to add, so.
Then we'll be done with our barges.
And they did just have water coming up. I don't know if you guys caught it before.
Yeah, I just barely saw it. They probably couldn't see it on the stream.
See if they put some more, they turn it back on again. Maybe, we'll see. Seriously, way too big of a Stargate fan to think of it as anything more than a gate. Which is an exciting idea. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the Jamators are performing in Canada and we can hear their awesome rhythms right now from all the way over the water. Oh, yep, there's some fountains right there. Can you guys see?
Shooting out water.
They're on to the left side, trying to, I don't know if, can you guys see that? In between the Stargate and the new taco. Oh, and they just shut it back off again. That's cool though. That's the first time I've seen actual jets of water coming out of any of them, so that's really cool. I mean, I know they have been testing them, but I have not gotten to see it firsthand. Very exciting. Just brings us closer. They have not announced any official dates for when this show is going to be restarting, but I would love for us to be in a place come October 1st that they start this show at the same time as well. And I could see them making that decision. Yeah. We'll see.
I mean, they'd be able to enjoy that and have that ready for the 50th.
Yep.
Would be a big thing.
Yep.
You know, didn't want to say anything about this, but you know.
Oh, there go the fountains again.
Just recently, oh yeah, they're shooting water out there again.
That's cool. It's interesting because I think they may be they're coming directly off, but I think there's an arm that comes out of each of them that we've seen up on occasion that's supposed to spray water as well. But that's really cool. And there's it's hard to tell how very big they are, except for when you look closely, you can actually see humans on the taco, and they're so tiny on there. Those things are just humongous. Chris is doing a quick Instagram video. Let's walk back over to the store. That was cool though. So cool. We need to get our it is warm. We need to get our map so we can go find some Spike the Bees. Because I want some plates. These plates are adorable. They're so cute. And it's a 2-pack. So in the past, whereas you got an item, like a cup, you get 2 plates.
Can we put food on those plates? I'm hungry.
We could. We don't want Chris getting hangry.
I don't get hangry.
You do too.
I don't get hangry.
You can be in denial, but it happens. They were over there, but I don't see them. Well, I don't see them out on display. They were right there. Have they moved them maybe? You ask someone. I don't see them on display at all. Who can we ask? Well, we didn't walk in from the front, so I'm not sure. I thought this was where, though. I thought this was where it happened, though, so let me go ask. Hi, guys. If we want to get our Spike the Bee map, do we get them here? Oh, no. Okay, all right. Oh, that's sad. Okay. So they're actually sold out of all of their maps. She said they might get some in tomorrow, but she's not sure.
But they just don't have maps?
No, they don't have prizes or maps.
Weird.
No prizes. That's why we don't see them on display. They don't have any, so.
Wow.
That's okay. We can be flexible.
So we gotta go for the extravaganza as well? That's pretty crazy to be week of Easter and don't have any maps.
The only thing I can think is maybe they tried not to print too many, thinking they weren't sure how many people would be
This
here.
is the entrance.
It's in an entrance? Okay. How do we get out of here? Which way to exit? This one doesn't say one way or the other. Well, guys, sorry about that. That would have been a fun activity, but I'm sure that we will be having no trouble whatsoever filling our time today. So sad.
Oh, so no scavenger hunt today.
No scavenger hunts. And that is kind of the lesson of the time right now. It seems like either Disney has way too much of something or not nearly enough. There is no in-between right now, so we'll see.
Yeah, they don't have any map. They don't have the map up.
Yeah, the sign's not out.
At all.
So eating food is definitely on our agenda today, and we have not yet visited the Mexico outdoor kitchen, and they have several gluten-free options there that Chris and I could share.
Something's half burning, half smelling good.
Yeah, that does not smell good.
Oh, so it's like
Burnt coffee? That was from the coffee shop. We passed it, now I don't smell it anymore. Do you want to take them over to see the menu while or I guess we can catch it when we get closer. So there is a tostada on here that's got braised pork and a taco vampiro with crispy, it's a braised beef with crispy grilled mozzarella. I can't see it anymore, sorry. We'll get closer and I'll read it to you. It's got crispy grilled Monterey Jack, which is kind of intriguing. So the cheese is grilled and made crispy. And then the one I'm most intrigued with is actually gluten-free and plant-based for our vegan friends. It's got a plant-based ground chorizo on a fried corn dough. And I'm really excited about trying that one as well, because I've been really pleased with all of the plant-based meat substitutions that we've done. I mean, you've had a couple as well. What did you think?
The one over at Trowel and Trellis over there was really, I actually enjoyed it a lot.
Exactly.
So, good afternoon here for a moment. Good to have you on. Welcome to the stream today.
So if you're looking for an They actually have 2 different margarita options here.
Facebook wants to know if you've tried the sopa de chorizo.
No, that is on my list. I think it's one. I think we get at least 2 items.
On fried corn dough.
Doesn't that look good?
Avocado mousse. Avocado mousse?
Yes, avocado mousse.
Mousse. Okay.
So they have a passion fruit margarita. And they also have one they're referring to as a garden margarita that I'm really intrigued with. So it has lettuce juice in it. And
Ojo de tigre.
chili liqueur.
It's got tiger eyes in it. Lettuce juice?
Doesn't that sound intriguing?
Well, yeah, that's not the word I was thinking of. Lettuce juice. Have you ever tried to squeeze the juice out of lettuce?
Cucumber drinks that had like citrus with a mix of cucumber. And I actually really like that.
Isn't lettuce mostly made up of water? Is lettuce juice just a way to just say it's water?
No, because it tastes like water.
That would be wrong, but lettuce just tastes like water, doesn't it?
Chris is like, no. Sorry,
I mean,
guys.
I'm
You'll
a-
have to drink
I'm just trying to make sure we're not getting bamboozled here.
no on that.
Lettuce juice. What do you think?
You think we should get
Here for a moment, it's like anything with chorizo, sign me up. The one for the Festival of the Arts was pretty good here. That was pretty good with the chorizo.
And at the Festival of the Arts, there were only a few items available.
For gluten free. They were all here too.
They were all here. All of them here. So what are we going to get food wise? Definitely the sopa de chorizo. What second item? I want to get 2 things.
I don't know. Go with the tostada.
The tostada? Are we good?
I think so.
Okay. That's it.
For the health and safety of
Cochinita?
face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary.
Miss Sugar
Guests
Cookie,
who do not comply.
welcome to the stream. Happy Monday.
Wash your hands often and thoroughly.
We are having a tostada de cochinita, braised pork on a crispy corn tortilla with black beans topped with pickled onions, mango, habanero relish, and oregano. And the sopa de chorizo. It's plant-based. So, Bespoke Magic, what is cochinita? I'm curious. It's not something I'm familiar with.
What makes it that? Is it the braised pork?
Facebook says it's a traditional Yucayan dish, Maya culture. Oh. Hey, Susan. That's the tostada?
I'm so sorry, I messed up.
Yucatan. There we go. I'm like, I know Yucatan, but they were just talking about Yucatan. I'm like, I didn't know Yucatan. We were talking about the. What's that?
That's why they let you bring that in.
Why?
For a while, they were checking if people had like selfie sticks.
Yeah, no, it doesn't extend.
It doesn't extend, so it's,
Yeah.
just it's actually just a little stand. So,
Just makes it a little more stable.
so we got this one, and the sopa de chorizo is coming out.
Yeah.
Making it right now.
You all? We're going to step aside and let somebody else come through. You got everything as far as we need for silverware and the like? Sweet. That must be the taco vampiro. It looks a little wet. Let's see. I'm gonna go grab a table over here. Basically, it says it's very traditional with tortilla beans, cochinita, and purple onions, and they are called calles panuchos. I'm all about the pickled onions. Oh, we got a sopa. What you need? Oh. I'm gonna walk away with the sopa de chorizo. I'm running away. Run, 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 run. See if Susan can catch it to me. I'm gonna hide. Wait, she knows where I'm at on the live stream. All right, we're gonna look for a table, guys. Looks like all the tables are full at the moment. Look for a table. ¿Dónde está la mesa? Ah, no hay. Above? You want to go inside? Okay. I was kind of hoping a couple of those tables that people weren't actively eating, they actually would like maybe give up.
They appear to be waiting for it though. So that's one of my pet peeves, guys.
If you don't have your food yet, well, let somebody who has their food eat, and then maybe by the time your food comes around.
And then by the time you come around, they're going to be done. It doesn't take long to eat.
That's one of the reasons it's really nice about the new mobile order when they don't let people come into mobile order places until their food is ready. Makes finding tables a lot easier because I got a cavalcade coming through. The Princess Cavalcade. It is a lot easier to find tables these days when you go into places because the only people inside of this have actually ordered food. Silver linings. And it's ready, yes. Oh, it's all closed. Nada. All right, so we're gonna grab a table here in the back. Here we go. Shoot. Makes for terrible photos of the food.
You can walk it over to the Speaking of which, I'll put that down and go snap some photos. Hi guys! I'm not going to take my mask on yet because I'm not actively eating or drinking, and that is the rule here at Disney right now. No, we'll have to stop somewhere along the way and get some hydration. That's one of the things about the outdoor kitchens is if you're not actually getting something that they're selling as a drink there's not really any. They don't have ice water available. So keep that in mind. You can get ice water at most quick service locations, at some of the popcorn stands, but not all of them, and some of the snack stands. So I try to give a list to my clients of those because they kind of change and come and go. So I just kind of update them with that, especially when you're in this warm weather. You want to make sure you stay hydrated. If you're not used to the heat and the humidity, especially the humidity really can make it feel a lot hotter to your body, and before you know it, you're just really overheated. So that's why when you go through the temp check, if for some reason you don't pass immediately, the first thing that they do is put you in one of the little tents to the side, and they have these mega portable air conditioners in there, and then they have ice water that's super, super cold, and they just sit you right by one of the air conditioners and have you drink a good bit of really cold ice water just to kind of cool your body down and rehydrate, because it is just so easy to get overheated and dehydrated here. So he brought one back. You guys want to look? The tostada. So these are smallish, right? But oh, it smells good. It has pickled onions on it. I love pickled onions. Let me see if I can find the description and I'll read it to you. Let's see here. I'm looking. Nope. Let's see, I'll read it to you. It's kind of dark over here. Not that I folded all of the... If we make it around, we'll have to go in. We'll have to go into the World Show Place and see what they have at the rotating kitchen. See if they have anything new there. I'm looking for the...
I picked kind of a dark corner, didn't I?
He did. It's really dark. I'm sorry. He's well lit. I just need to move over that way.
I'm always lit. One thing or another. All right.
I was looking for the description of this.
I was going to take a picture of the menu before we got over here, but I've got to. So, let's get some light on the subject. Shoot. By the way, if you guys are just joining the stream, welcome. Glad to have you guys on here. Our first menu item.
It's the sopa de chorizo. It's a plant-based ground chorizo on fried corn dough with black beans and an avocado mousse.
The mousse.
It just looks like an avocado cream to me, but it sounds fancy.
Does look like just avocado squeezed out.
And then the other item that we have is the tostada de I'm going to butcher it. You say.
No. It's,
Spanish is not me.
You had it. What are we looking at?
The first one.
The tostada de cochinita?
Yes, thank you. So this one is a braised pork with a crispy corn tortilla, black beans. It's topped with pickled onions and a mango habanero relish and oregano. It does have a little sprinkle of dry oregano on top. Interesting.
Nothing says a good,
like oregano.
Yeah, oregano.
That being said, when I make things, oregano is frequently an ingredient.
What are we trying first?
I don't know. Maybe this is the sopa de chorizo.
Sweet.
All right.
So, going back to the previous, is very traditional with tortilla beans, cochinita, and purple onions, and they are called panuchos. Plant-based chorizo is made out of soja. Can be very good if it's spiced well. That's really the key, is whether or not it's seasoned the right way.
I was gonna cut this, but it's actually really firm.
Hey, good to have you back on, Maggie Jones and Alan Chandler from the UK. Glad to have all of our UK followers watching today. Good to have you guys on. How's it going, Angela? Good to see you.
Got a little something. What?
Andrew says there's a creepy guy behind you.
There was a creepy guy behind me.
Call security. I don't see anybody. Bespoke says, I hope you enjoy the cochinita. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
You want to try a bite?
It's a dish I really enjoy to cook, but it isn't easy to prepare if it's done properly. The best things really are that way.
It's true. I made at home the other day gluten-free fish and chips. I say fish and chips. I just made tater tots to go with it, so I don't know if you could call that chips technically. But I made like the batter, and like it took forever to cook, but the kids were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Mom, you should fix this all the time. And in my mind, I was happy. But then I'm thinking, but this took me an hour and 20 minutes to prep. And it was gone like that. I mean, when you have teenage boys, it's like they inhale it and then they're like, okay, I'm ready for another piece. I'm like, wait, I haven't finished frying. So, what did you think? I tried to cut it and it didn't really cut, which is
No?
why I just took a bite. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna make it happen.
I'm gonna cut it out.
I'm having to hold the plate for him.
It's a good spice to it. Lingering spice.
I mean, I would not say, oh, this isn't meat. And to me, that's the gauge of a good plant-based meat product. I've been looking at some recipes on Pinterest lately, and they keep throwing up plant-based, which I don't know why. I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but somehow gluten-free, and lately it's been tossing that in with vegan and plant-based. And so they use like lentils instead of meat. I'm like, no, that's... I'd rather just have the meat. But
I wouldn't know that was plant-based if you hadn't told me.
it's good. It's yummy. Definitely. Are you deferring to me? Are
I
you
am.
anticipating purchasing something? You know what else we have not had yet? In Germany, the potato pancakes. They have 2 different versions of potato pancakes, and they are both gluten-free.
The original orange sauce for the cochinita is called aziote.
That sounds good. An orange, like a citrus. I always like citrus.
I don't know, the way their flavors really pull together for this, I don't have a lot of differentiation between the different things.
No, they just kind of blend.
It blends in such a way that really all I can really taste is just the spices.
And the spice kind of builds whatever they put into
Not
the
a bad spice,
chorizo.
though.
It's not bad, but as you eat more bites, you kind of get the tingle in the back of your mouth.
If I were to close my eyes, I'd probably only think that I was having just the base and then the meat, and then that's it. I can't taste the rest of the stuff, like the other sauces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Bespoke, maybe they did. Maybe it's not prepared as nicely as you would probably prepare it.
But she's talking about is she talking about the
The sopa?
tostada
Tostada?
or the sopa? Because this is the tostada right here.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what I'm looking forward to trying here. Yeah, this is what I'm looking forward to trying. Because it's got the little pickled onions.
I love pickled
The
onions.
mango. Can I go ahead and bite into this?
Sure. I need to just buy a big red onion and pickle a bunch of red onion because
It looks like a mini. It looks like a
on
mini
everything.
version of what you had for the Festival of the Arts.
It does a lot. It's smaller.
Well, the one from Festival of the Arts was $2 more, and it was called the
Giant.
tostada
Or
gigante.
large, yeah.
So
Now, our neighbor park friends over at Universal, they are still doing their Mardi Gras. They extended their Mardi Gras festival, and they have tasting menus as well. They have a tasting menu as well, and love it. The portions cost more, but they are quite a bit bigger. They're like not little samplings so much.
that's delicious.
Is it good? Did we just get a check?
That's like really delicious. Oh, that is really good.
It's really good.
The sopa, it was okay. Mostly it was just the seasoning. But oh my gosh,
All right.
this is like... And I can only imagine that Bespoke Magics is probably 10 times better than any of this.
That pork is really good. Like, wow.
Oh, the pickled onions. I want the pickled onions.
Did Bespoke Magic give us a super chat? She did. Thank you. Love
Oh.
it.
That is really good.
It's really good.
Wow. Now see, there's so many more flavors in that.
I haven't had any of the habanero mango salsa or red onions yet.
Oh, Bespoke Magic, thank you so much for the super chat. We do appreciate that. Oh. Like I said, I as delicious as this is, I can only imagine that when you make it yourself, it probably blows us away. But if this is like the knockoff, I'll take the knockoff. It's pretty delicious.
Oh, it's good. Yum.
And gluten-free, so Susan can have some.
The braised Snapple. I'm
It's
losing
called,
pork.
I broke
He
the,
broke it.
I broke it.
He broke it.
I broke the
Mine's
style.
broken. It's because he stuck his fork in it instead of just picking it up and eating it like.
Stick a fork in it, it's done. Oh, man. So many different flavors. That was much better than the sopa.
Oh, it's good. Very good.
So I would recommend that, guys. Get here. The tostada de cochinita. Great dish.
We did not have the taco de empiro, but I am intrigued after seeing it. So it looks like what they did was,
It looks like a wet taco.
well, but it's not though, because that's cheese on the outside. So I think what they did was they cooked a tostado until it was hot and then sprinkled shredded cheese on top, cheddar cheese, or Monterey Jack. Was it Monterey Jack? I'm guessing, but this is how I would make it look like that, and then waited until it started to melt, and then we are not charging.
Oh.
And flipped it over to so the cheese was on the griddle, and waited crispy, and then dropped the meat in, and then folded it over. It looked good. So the cheese is on the outside instead of on the inside. I'm intrigued. I bet it's good.
Anything with queso,
Cheese.
I say so. Yeah.
Cheese is always good. I'm eating all the little bits.
I know, just lick the plate. It's okay. We're all family here.
I don't want it.
So, good afternoon, Taylor.
Hi,
Glad to have you
Taylor.
in. Happy Monday, and all you guys who are tuning in. Thank you guys for popping in and hanging out with us here on a Magic Monday here.
Yep.
We're at Epcot. We're having a couple of the gluten-free dishes that are over here near the Mexico Pavilion for the Flower and Garden Festival. These are ones that are gluten-free, so Susan can enjoy them. And we might not be so kind to her later on as we walk around.
Sure.
I may have to eat them by myself.
All right. That was good. We've made a mess of the table. I've made a mess of the table, but it's his fault.
You dropped some puerco.
No, it fell when it fell apart.
That was good.
All right. That was yummy.
So
Are you
shall
ready
we
to move on?
head on back out
I
to
think we
the
should.
World Showcase?
I think we shall. Shall we? Yes. Yes, we shall. Put my mask back on. Masking up. Did you not find your mask? It's down here. It's down here. It's down here.
Hey, Macarena. Found it. So,
All right.
again, thank you, Facebook Magic, for the super chat.
Yep.
And just so you guys know, whenever you guys give super chats, or if you click on the link at the top and you give a PayPal, that helps us as far as just buying food and sharing things. And thank you guys for being a part and supporting us here in
We
the live
appreciate
streams
it.
and making it
Thank you.
possible. So the more you guys give and support us, the more we get to do. And so it really does make a huge difference.
Now,
So
all of this comes out of our own pocket, so a labor of love for you guys. All right, here we go. Up.
oh, that sounds amazing. Plant-based chorizo cooked yesterday for breakfast. Scrambled eggs, soja chorizo, small fried tortillas, all scrambled. Wow. You saw that, huh, Craig? Hello, Brenna. How are you today? Wait. Hang on. Where are you at today, Brenna? Where? Everybody wants to know where in the world is Brenna? Where are you at today?
Inquiring minds want to
Everybody
know.
wants to know.
It's true.
Oh, still in Michigan.
Oh,
Okay. Good.
okay. We've been quoting you today, Brenda.
Yeah, you missed it. We already did the
Yeah.
hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate
so
or dihydrate.
that was all for you. And back in Arizona by Friday.
Oh.
So now,
Is your weather going to cool down on Friday too?
well, I don't know. Linda's also in Arizona this week as well. She says it's in the 90s.
It's warm.
Dry heat, but
it is a dry heat. I will say, I always was much more comfortable in Los Angeles, where it would easily get it up to 105 in the summertime, than I was when we went back home to Atlanta, Georgia, when it was in the 80s.
Completely
because that
different.
humidity your sweat didn't do what it's supposed to do.
So,
it just sat on your body. It didn't evaporate.
Brenda was in Arizona and she went to Michigan, and all of a sudden she's left. She's no longer in Arizona, and then Linda goes to Arizona. Have you ever wondered the people who live in Arizona and you never see Linda and Brenda in the same place? Never. Makes you think. Makes you think. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just, I'm just putting it out there, guys. You make up your minds. So. Shall we head on back outside? Oh, Orlando in the house. Good to see you guys. Oh, Orlando in the house. Good to see you guys.
I have not gotten a chance to chat with or to view their blog. They have a new blog up.
I know.
And it's just their wish list of food, and I have not had a chance to sit down and watch it, but it is awesome.
Not yet. So.
Their list is on my list. I want to see what foods have made it on their must-have.
So we were pretty busy yesterday afternoon and evening. Matter of fact, Susan was working well into the late hours of the night. So we have not had a chance to see Orlando's latest vlog about the list. You guys should go check that out as well. We're gonna be looking at it here. If not tonight, sometime tomorrow. We want to see what that list is of all the foods they want to try at Walt Disney World and Universal. So if you guys are just joining us earlier before we got our food over at the Mexico Pavilion, we did notice that the third Epcot taco has been put into place here in the middle of the World Showcase. I should have went ahead and uploaded that. I didn't get a chance. Should have done that while we were in the dark and sitting still. But the Epcot taco, the third one, has joined us. We've only got one more Epcot taco left, and then we will be harmonious complete, so to speak. We started shooting water too.
Yes, they were testing the water spout.
Let's go check out the Three Caballeros real quick since we're here. Our three friends. We've got Donald. He's looking quite chipper and happy today. Yeah, he's only got one maraca. Is that right? Should he have two? Should he have two?
Two what?
Maracas.
I don't know.
He only has one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No idea.
Has Jose Carioca, Panchito, and Donald. I think he's missing a maraca, but that's just me. So Orlando says the Disney Stargate is nearly complete. Yes, sir.
They are working on
The last stand where the last taco will go. And then when the Disney Stargate is complete, they can turn it on and people will be able to walk from here to Disneyland.
I'm so excited.
It's just going to be one quick jump over. How sweet would that be? Talk about me. That would be like the ultimate park hopper. Would you not think?
It would be. I would pay for that.
I would so pay for that.
Pay
You could just,
significant amount of money for that.
after 2 p.m., you could walk over to the Disney gate and just walk through and be over at DCA.
That would be so cool.
Of course, they're not open yet. Disneyland is not going to officially open up until April 29th.
True.
So we still got a little bit of time, but at least they have an official date at this point. So that's good. At least they're working towards something and they have something, a goal in mind. Right now, all they have is the touch of Disney. And we're loving seeing a lot of our friends and people we know over at Touch of Disney enjoying the park for food and things like that.
So fun.
Just to be in the parks again.
There's a pretty significant line to get into
Yeah, I don't think we're going inside the
Yeah.
pavilion today. Look how long the line is.
It actually loops back
It
there
goes way
into
back
the-
there where the old meet and greet for Donald was.
Yeah. La Hacienda de San Diego is delicious.
Portisere, portisere. Ah. So let's see, Christy, would you be watching the musical Hooligans at America Gardens today at 6:30 or 7:30?
Oh, I do not know.
I don't know. I'm not. We'll have to go by and check the calendar, check the schedule.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll still be streaming at that point. But now I'm intrigued to find out.
Yeah, our children, I mean, they want to be fed. I know it's insane and crazy.
We may have to go back and actually feed the kids some.
Expectations about dinner
We could always come back. That's the thing about it. Once you get a park reservation for the day, you're good for the entire day.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this: we could not do our hunt today, our Spike the Bee hunt or the egg hunt. They were out of maps, so they didn't have any maps for us today.
No.
But I want you guys to know, over here in Norway,
Where's Perry? There he is.
Donde está Perry? If he was the same green as the grass.
He kind of blends.
Yeah. Question: Is it still classified as being spring break right now? Yes, I think the official spring break period goes all the way up until April 11th.
And I'm just gonna point out, Chris keeps mentioning April 11th, but the fact of the matter is there are several places around the country that have their spring break in the second or the third and the fourth week of April because their school starts later and ends later, so their spring break is later in the year.
So we'll still have some crowds even after that. But we've got, of course, Easter week coming up. Past Sunday was Palm Sunday. Official Easter Sunday this coming week. So it's going to be busy at least this weekend, the next at a minimum.
We've been monitoring the park reservation calendars, and they are yellowing out. Most of April is either gray or yellow, and parts of June and July are already yellowing out. So,
Yep.
um,
So we mentioned this, not that this is not a fear mongering in the slightest.
We want to encourage you to plan and go ahead and start thinking about when you want to travel and make those travel plans now.
Get your reservations in the place so you can get your park reservations.
Yeah. You can always adjust them. You can always move to new dates if you need to.
You just
But
don't want to
once
get
those
to
reservations are
gone.
they're gone.
So just go ahead and get your reservation and early. Get your park reservations. We can help you guys do that as well. I just don't want you guys to get your tickets a little bit later and all of a sudden realize that for 2 days of your 5 days that you're going to have to fight for your reservations because there just aren't any available for people who have already grabbed them. So just something to keep in mind as far as park reservations are concerned.
So this is the line for.
This is Reflections of China.
Wow.
So there's a different line for Frozen, and there's also some line in there for the Reflections of China. But that is the beginning of the Frozen line.
Frozen line right there.
So it's gotten rather long. If Norway is back there, this is the entrance to get into Frozen right here. Crazy long line. Got one of our ships, one of our boats working on the barges is coming back into the area. See if we can see it coming in. These guys are working on the Harmonious barges.
Giving us a wave.
And
Super
they go
nice.
back into this area back over here. Now, prior to today, the last two barges were just around the corner. If I'd gotten just such a way, you could actually see the barges through the trees here. But they moved out the third of the tacos. That means there's only one left around this corner, around the river bend. What a job, tooling about on a boat in WDW. You know, I guess some people could say the same thing about us, you know, walking around streaming. It's like, what a job. Now, mind you, the only difference is I don't think streaming for us is technically considered a job, being the fact that we don't make any money doing it.
Yeah.
So this is more like a side
A labor
hobby.
of love, yeah. For you
'Cause
guys. We do it all for
not
you.
really. Some people, I still think it's funny when people would send us messages going, "Oh, I wish Disney would pay me to do that." And I'm like, I wish Disney would pay us too.
Right?
That'd be awesome.
That would be
but no,
amazing.
we don't. So
We do make a little bit when you guys watch the ads at the beginning of our.
yeah, if you guys watch the
live
ads,
streams.
if you guys watch the ads at the beginning of those 15-second ads, we do get a
Thank
couple
you.
of pennies. That really helps out. So, you know, after streaming all month long, we get a little bit of money from ads if you guys watch it. If we don't have a lot of copyright music in our streams.
Yeah.
Then that money goes to whoever wrote the music, but it happens. But no, you know, when you guys watch those ads, that 15 seconds really helps out as well. So thank you guys for enduring those, because
Yes.
I know they're a pain. I really know.
We really
So
do
thank you
appreciate
guys
that.
for watching them. I gotta this back in.
Is it still not?
Nope, still not. Need a table.
Trash can right over there.
Okay. We'll do this one over here. Hang on one second, guys. We're gonna check our battery here.
I don't want to die on you.
Yep, I don't think our battery is charging at the moment.
So hang tight. Chris is going to minimize so he can play around with the battery. You can't see it when you do that.
Yep, I can't see a battery charger symbol when I've got the stream on. So I'm going to do a quick test. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back in like 2 seconds.
I mean, check those, but if that doesn't work, you might need to disconnect the little connector thing and put it directly into the phone.
Yep. I'm checking a different port. Um, all right, hang on, guys. We are not getting power here, so just a moment. Shoot.
There we go. Next.
I'm testing something. Shoot. We're just doing a battery check real quick, guys.
A little wind, guys, so just bear
Yeah,
with us
all right,
for the
we're gonna have
wind.
to disconnect our microphone
Yeah.
so that we can have battery power.
The little splitter, it's only lasting maybe 3-ish.
I don't understand.
Three-ish
That's a
live
brand new connector.
Used that one a couple times now.
Shoot.
Hang on, he's got to rebalance. great.
That's the best I'm going to be able to do with this one, I think.
It is just the connector, Orlando. Just that. Like he took off the connector and plugged the charger cable directly in, and then we're charging again. So. And it's funny because we chose this connector based on a recommendation from another vlogger, but he did say, another streamer, but he did say that they don't last long at all.
They wear out in no time.
So we see maybe 3, 4 streams tops, and then they're gone. So that's okay. We're connected now.
Can you guys still hear us? Jenny's like, that's the first thing IT guys always say. Did you turn it on and turn it back off? Yes, well, we did, and I think we are charging back again, but now we're going to be back off not having a full microphone, so...
Yeah, so bear with us.
It's a little harder to hear us. That's like my big mouth. You guys should be able to hear me anyway.
Yep.
It's Susan I'm worried about. She's so quiet.
I am not quiet.
She's quiet. They didn't even hear you. You're so quiet.
It's a little fairy house. Liberty wants to do this. This is what that's.
Liberty would love these. Cute little houses. I could see my father making those. He likes to make little things like that.
So, did you want to try anything from Germany, or you want to move on to something else?
I don't know. Well, what is there to try over here? All right, we're going to check out the barn market. Potato pancakes with house-made applesauce.
Yep.
Then there's the potato pancake with caramelized ham, onions, and herb sour cream.
Sounds really yummy.
Toasted pretzel bread topped with black forest ham and melted Gruyere cheese.
Ooh.
And then warm cheese streusel, which is what would be normally served also in the back of the pavilion over by.
Hey, Megan's in the house.
So, good afternoon, Megan. So, I don't know. Should I try something? What do you guys think? There's got little G's on them. What does that mean?
Gluten-free.
Good gracious?
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Yep.
I mean, I got to share with you?
Well, I don't know. If you get that toasted pretzel bread, that's going to be all you.
All right, well, why don't we get the potato pancake with the ham, onions, and the sour cream?
Okay.
Then you can have a bite too.
All right.
It's not vegetarian. It's not vegan.
They do have applesauce.
Applesauce. Applesauce. Bunch of applesauce. Let's go with the ham. Ham all day long.
It said it didn't work.
All right, so it's a 5K to get over to the area.
It really is.
Oh my gosh. Everybody get a map? We're gonna get lost in the Black Forest. Keep our eyes out for gummy bears. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Anybody else watch the old Disney Afternoon Gummy Bear series on Disney Plus now that it's available again? Back from the late 80s. I enjoyed the show, but it kind of made me feel guilty when I'm, eating gummy bears when, they're such cute and adorable little guys.
You're eating them?
Maybe, but I don't like applesauce.
Chris was conflicted.
High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. All right. So let's get the potato pancake with the ham. The show was on after the Smurfs on NBC. Back when, you know, Saturday morning cartoons were a huge thing. Without looking it up, without Googling it, who can name just one of the gummy bear characters on the show?
Either one, pick one.
You guys can. I would have gotten the pretzel bear, but then you couldn't have had a bite. All right. It looks like kind of what we just had.
Pretty sure the same flavor profile.
Oh, I'm sure it's completely different flavor profiles. Daniel says Tummy. Yes, that's right, Tummy Bear. Tummy was one of them. That's what we're going to be trying, the potato pancake with ham. There's the toasted pretzel bread. That does look pretty good. And then we got the warm cheese strudel.
That looks good.
There was Tummy.
The pretzel bread, that would have been my
I remember there was Sunny. Was it Sunny Bear? Yes, Sunny, exactly. Gruffy. Tell me that's not a rip-off of Grumpy. He was still a gruffy bear. Go back over to where we were before. Find a table. So Hana Mansion wants to know what we've already had today. We did have over near the Mexico Pavilion. We had the plant-based. The plant-based one was the sopa, wasn't it? The chorizo was a plant-based chorizo. It was good. It was. I enjoyed it. We also had the tostada, the cochinita, which is the Yucatan Mayan cultural dish. Very good with the pickled onions and the sauce on it. Really enjoyed that. We had Bespoke Magic on to help us through, making sure we knew exactly what we were trying. So you have to go back and watch that one, Megan.
Yeah, it was good, and I rate it as I could not tell it was not me. So
Yeah, I thought it was.
hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known.
I would have known it was. No, it wasn't.
Nope. It was delicious. Oh, we have a friend coming over to say hi.
Yeah, we got some birds over here saying, "Hey, you got food?"
Like, I like food. Chris has to take his photos.
Potato pancake with the ham, sour cream, caramelized onions. Let me take a quick photo.
Okay.
Where can I take a photo?
I don't know. You need to walk it back over there.
You know what? I'm gonna take it right here.
Okay. We have a lovely flower and garden sign on the other side of us, so.
Sorry, I'm in the moment.
Yes. Finish that though, because I can't eat it until you finish taking photos. He's sidetracked. He's like dancing instead of photographing. Photographing. In the shade, it's really not too bad. Our forecasted high was amended from 80 to 82 today. It was cloudy in the mornings, but then the sun came out. It's not full sun. There's still plenty of clouds to keep the sun from beating down on us, but it did add a little additional heat to the day. And later on this week, it's going to be cold, relatively
Chilly.
speaking.
Slightly chillier.
Highs is
Not cold.
66 on April 2nd is what's forecasted, which is crazy.
Yeah, we got our birds over here, guys. We've got Jet, Turbo, and Rebel right over there.
Naming them for Liberty since she's not here.
Well, she did already name them, by the way.
Alright. Okay. I am cutting this sucker up. Aw, little ducky friend's coming to say hi.
I can't give you ham. That would be an abomination.
I don't think he minds. First bite.
He doesn't care about his little chunks of ham. Go.
Oh, that's good. That is lovely.
Oh, you didn't cut all the way through.
That's delicious. So, some potato pancakes are like shredded potato, like essentially just the hash brown.
I need a spoon.
Hey, we have a spoon. And then some potato pancakes are like mashed potatoes, things mixed into them. And this is more of the mashed potato kind, which I like that kind. So they add egg, cheese, and garlic, onions, whatnot. I make these occasionally at home. It's tricky to get the right consistency to the potatoes so that they cook. It's really good.
Really good flavor to it.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah, I would have been very upset if I'd gotten the applesauce because this has got a little bit of salty to it.
This is good.
So it does have the savory saltiness of the ham.
The sour cream is really good. I think I'd ask for extra sour cream next time.
Sour cream?
That's yummy.
You guys can see it there.
And the pancake is nice and fluffy and thick.
You can cut it with a spoon.
He says.
I like the saltiness of it, even though it's just slightly there.
It's really good.
It reminds me of a hash.
The onions with it are like caramelized. It's really good. They said the ham was caramelized, didn't they? But really it's the onions.
If we had this at home, the kids would just tear this up.
It's beeping.
Yeah, because it can't maintain that balance. Or you're not supposed to have it check out like that.
Yummy. That was good.
Not leaving any of the ham bits. All the ham chunks must be eaten.
So I have a really big ham in the fridge right now that needs to be cooked, and a giant bag of potatoes. And onions. I see this in our future. I see something like this happening. I doubt I'll get it as good as this, but I'm gonna do it.
Choop. Hello. So, because we had to plug in directly without a connector, it's causing an off balance to the gimbal.
Well, and we're using the opposite side when we use the splitter than we would by itself, so. this
But
is
now that we're
using
streaming, we
that.
can't change it.
Yeah, we can't change it once we start.
Oh, the problems of streamers. Third world, whoop, first world problems. All right, we'll keep trying. Keep moving on. The boat's coming back out.
Only one person is
Oh no, what happened to the other dude?
coming.
A lot of tubas, a lot of trombones in this area. Wow, 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 wow. So what do you guys think? Potato pancakes, is that something you guys would enjoy? You in the chat would probably consider buying that. Potato pancakes with a caramelized ham, sour cream, onions. That I would consider to be comfort food. The only problem is it's rather small, especially when you're sharing.
So, like for a group like us, I could see us getting like 5 of those just to get a really good snack out of it. Megan says she would go with the applesauce. Yes, the vegan option. Still, potato pancakes are really good. I would like them to be a little bigger. But for the festival like it is, makes sense. By the way, the little houses back there, the little fairy houses, did you see the price tags on them?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Woo!
They're cute. I don't know if they were that cute.
Orlando's like, yes, I'll have some of those in a pint. That'd be good for a good stop in Germany.
Which tree is that? Is it a lime tree?
We got another Spike over here. Spike's got artichoke. Another Spike. We were going to look for Spike today, but they ran out of maps. So they had no maps for Spike or for the egg hunt.
No maps. No maps of any kind.
That was odd. That was weird. Naomi said she would eat that. She'd enjoy it. Megan would have it, and she'd pair it with one of the pizzas from the pizza window over at the boardwalk. I think we created a monster when we walked by the boardwalk the other day.
I still haven't had the gluten-free pizza yet. I would like to try it.
We'll try it out sometime. You can see the Disney gate from the other side? No, let's go see it from the other side. Orlando, when we go out with friends here in the UK, we always buy loads of different sandwiches and snacks and place it in the center of the table, and it's help yourself. That's always a fun way of doing it. Everybody gets a little bit of everything.
I did that the other day with the kids. I just made a bunch of sandwiches and cut them all in quarters.
She did. She made a sandwich buffet with all kinds of things like olives, pickles. You know, I have to say, the thing that I was a little confused about, I probably ended up at the end enjoyed the most. The cucumber sandwiches.
I made cucumber sandwiches.
She made cucumber sandwiches.
Cut off the good side.
I mean, the cucumber sandwiches is not something I would consider to be Americanized in the slightest, but it was a big hit.
I was going to say all of the kids liked it. I still have a cucumber in the fridge. I just need to get some more cream cheese because they were all over that.
I think if you can make cucumber sandwiches again. I don't know about having it with tea, but
Yeah, they just shut them back off again. They are running the they just shut them off. So they're running the fountains still, testing them. Chris and I were talking about earlier, this is the first time we've seen them actively testing the fountains. We have seen the arms coming up and down on the 2 other tacos in previous visits, but
it's like the worst nickname I could ever give.
I know it's stuck now though. It's their name.
Epcot tacos.
It really is.
And I could see us photoshopping little pieces of lettuce and cheese coming out the top of it.
That would be funny. That and this Disney Stargate. There they go. They started again. Can you guys see? You can see them better from this side. We're closer to it than we could from the other. They've got it coming out of the top. And I want to say the ones from the top are probably on that arm that raises and lowers. Supposedly it's supposed to have fountain spouts coming from it as well. And as far as I know, they're just pulling water straight out of the lake and then fountaining it up, just like any other fountain in a lake or pond might do.
All those airborne things in the water now being shared with everybody's oxygen levels.
Hey now, I'm sure it's fine. it's funny because they'll run it for like 10 or 15 seconds, then it shuts off. And they run it, and then they shut it off.
Want to make sure it's balanced.
Yeah. And then the Stargate right over here. They're working over there as well. There's somebody on it. They've got several boats around the big Stargate in the center. I would love to see the arms on that come up.
Pete says I should swim across the lagoon. He dares me.
We would like to continue to come here, Pete.
Pete, I'm waiting for that triple dog there.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Why don't you come join us? We'll do it together. You guys can do it together.
We're enjoying that. So we've been talking about the fact we've got 3 of the barges out here, plus the Disney Gate in the center,
Yep.
which means we've only got
one
more
left
to be added.
And they are working on it right
working
over
on the
here.
base right there. So eventually
You
that
see
one
the
will come out
boats?
from the back as well. We'll have all 4 Epcot tacos
That's where
plus
it's
the
coming
Disney
from.
Gate in the center.
Yeah.
If they turn that gate on, I'm going through. I want to see where it goes.
Yeah, Disneyland. I'm sure of
It's
it.
got to go to Disneyland.
Go to Disneyland.
Wonder where it's going to show. Where's the other gate?
Disneyland in
You
2.3
gotta have a second
seconds.
gate. You can't just show up.
Maybe it's over by World of Color.
That would be sweet to come out in the world of color.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
Have to swim across one body of water, go through the gate, swim across another body of water.
Right?
And all of a sudden you're at Pixar Pier. Boom!
I would do that.
That's cool.
Have a little boat pick you up in Germany, shuttle you over here to the middle, climb out of the boat and walk through the Stargate. That would be awesome. Disney, you heard it first here.
I would pay for those park hoppers in a second.
I absolutely would. That would be worth a nice large sum to me. To not have to pay for a flight and wait 5 hours to get to our destination.
That would be a pretty penny, I'm sure. One-time fee, though. Be like Max Pass.
Right.
Yeah, you'd only get it one time.
I have a round trip package deal.
So we've just now basically gotten halfway around the World Showcase this afternoon. What else should we try, guys? What else should we try? So just to let you guys know, the gelato kiosk is still underway over here over at the Italy Pavilion.
Yep, wall's still up.
The last time we checked behind the walls, they were still working on the concrete that goes around the shop. So they're getting closer and closer to that opening up and having gelato here in Italy.
So exciting.
Orlando says, walk through the gate and I'm going to show up in the county lockup. Or even better. You walk through and you show up on Discovery Island over there in Bay Lake. Then you're really busted because they will arrest you there. So earlier, I think we had a question from somebody in the chat about where's a good place to eat when you come to Epcot. Yep. You got a trip coming up here in April. You've never been here before. I know it's Americanized food, which may not be the best way to go if you want to try something new and different. But the Regal Eagle Smokehouse over here, barbecue and refreshments, all kind of centered around Sam the Eagle from the Muppets as far as decor. Really good food, and really can't go wrong eating there. So not a lot of boundaries pushed as far as culinary tastes are concerned, but good comfort food. And if you're looking for a vegan option, they got the jackfruit barbecue there as well. Oh, Rob says we had some wedding pictures taken on that bridge, the ones we were just on.
Oh, fun.
Bespoke magic. I'm bad. I told my mother that the enormous round thing in the center is the Velocicoaster ride in the middle of Epcot Lake, and she just accepted it.
That's hilarious.
Hey, what could go wrong? So we got I got to see a little bit more of the Velocicoaster last week. I went over to Islands of Adventure and just kind of walked through. I went to get some pictures, and some video to share with you guys on Instagram, Facebook, and the like. And no joke, guys, I left my backup battery. I left my backup battery at home by accident. I walked into the parts with like 70% battery life, and this phone is so old that by the time I got in and had gotten to Jurassic Park, the battery died. So I got to look at it, but I didn't get to share it with anybody. It's kind of funny, you know, I like to share things. So even though I got to see it, it seemed like it didn't count because I didn't get to share it with you guys. But we'll be back as we see more and more. The testing is just amazing over at the Velocicoaster. And it's really cool to see it at night too, the way it stood up.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. Hopefully the room's padded. You know, my rooms are never padded.
Nope.
You just go for it.
That's great.
Skipper Bob Kungaloosh. Welcome, man. How you doing this afternoon? Middle of Epcot's lake is hilarious, and they've gotten one more barge out there, man. We were just looking out the fact that they've got 3 barges and the Disney gate, so we're only one away from being complete from whatever you want to call that thing out in the middle of the lake now.
Yep. So another fun dining option that is currently open is Teppanyaki here in Japan. We've gone several times with friends. It's good for a large group because they're like the tables hold up to 12 people. So if we've got a large party, we've dined with friends who, in between our 2 families, we had 10 and we were able to easily fit.
Yeah, and they actually even put another small party with us.
Exactly. So, I mean, if that's something you're looking for, and it's like dinner and a show because they do entertain you while you're there cooking your food. So, a lot of fun.
So, yeah, the Orlando Summit, so you see some of the things Skipper Bob's put on the breakdowns, the Nomad Lounge, and some other cool things to go check that out. And they recently also got to visit and stay over at the one of the 1 bedrooms
Yes.
that's over at Saratoga. So I still haven't seen that. Have you uploaded that yet, Bob? I haven't seen that yet. Looking forward to seeing it. I want to know how things went.
Did they get a renovated room?
And Movie Mania Nick, good afternoon. Welcome to the live stream. Happy Monday. All right, so when's the last time you've ever seen in one photo a giant golf ball, a Japanese dragon, and a Stargate?
Right? So cool.
Now, I still think this is the original China dragon that has been revamped.
They modified it.
Yes, it has a different head to it, and it's just slightly modified. But I believe this is the same dragon body that at one point was over in the China pavilion.
Gorgeous.
Of course, now over in China they have the pandas.
Yes,
There are the
there it is over there.
main topiary. Of course, and the rest of the pavilion here. The kids love hanging out in the gift shop here.
It's true.
There's
lots
just
of fun,
really
like,
cool things and items in there. Anime, Pokemon, video games,
fun like dishes. They love all the
Zelda.
dishes.
The boys love the ninja stuff. Liberty loves some of the art and drawing things and supplies that they have there. It's a cool store to walk around in.
It really is. And it's quite large. It goes all the way from the front to the back and into the center area. So when you were here last time, you had the shrimp and crab, right?
Bespoke's cracking me up, by the way. Bespoke with her mom. The hilarious thing is that Mom even relating the Velocicoaster ride in the middle of Epcot with extinct Ellen DeGeneres dinosaur ride. She'll have a good surprise on the next trip. She's going to be so confused. Oh, yes, Orlando, the squid flavored chips. Now, we actually got the squid flavored chips over in China.
Cucumber.
We had the cucumber one, but they have squid. They also had one other. There was like some chili flavored that was kind of strange. It's like $3 a bag for the chips. I did have the shrimp and crab.
You thought it was good, right?
I actually really did like it. It is basically like a shrimp and crab salad because it does have spicy mayo mixed with the crab meat and the shrimp,
Yeah.
and it's served on top of cucumber slices, and then it's got a little bit of avocado on top just to kind of make it look good.
Yeah.
But it's almost like having little cucumber hors d'oeuvres, so to speak. But no, it's really good. It's like having sushi, but without the rice, just the cucumber slices. But I have a love-hate relationship with cucumber. I sometimes I like it, sometimes I like it.
A melon.
Yeah, it kind of does have a melon texture to it. But this, I really did like it. You get 3 slices for $6.50. But if you like things like crab salad, especially with the spicy mayo, I will get that again. So it's not gluten free. Can't share it if I do. So
No,
now,
can't have it.
of course, they've got the staple frushi, which has always been a popular item.
I've been told by a couple of people, I'm going to have to research it, that technically the frushi is gluten-free but could have cross-contamination because like the soy wrapper and things are not manufactured here, and
Right.
so they don't put that on there. But I'm going to have to research it more. I'm going to have to give the frushi a try.
Now,
I haven't had it yet.
and to get a pure, perfect trifecta, the soy glazed pork shank. Caleb and I tried that as well.
With the truffle mashed potatoes.
With the truffle mashed potatoes, that's got the lotus flower on top, little garlic chips, and the green onion. It was actually really good pork flavor,
Yeah.
and it did have the glaze on it. Did make for a really tasty little dish. And it's got the bone-in pork shank. So I think overall, you've got 3 really good dishes over here in the Japan Pavilion. And if you like that style of food, you can't go wrong with either of those 3 dishes. It's hard for me to walk by and not get some more. Here, I've got some pictures I can share with you guys. I'll probably post them. I did not post them when we tried them just a couple of days ago. But the shrimp and crab. That's kind of what it looked like too. Of course, there's the soy glazed pork shank. Good stuff. Good foods. I wouldn't mind having like a full entree of that kind of stuff too. Naomi says we need a vlog of us trying all the different snacks around the country's pavilions.
That'd be fun.
That would be an interesting vlog. Be a good idea. Go around each pavilion. We have to try a different snack. Now they have some items in here you might not have seen before. You want to go check them out? Some of these are newer items that they added after the first day of the festival. So give it a quick look. Of course, some of them we've seen, but like the shirts.
Cute.
I like this one here, the Harvest Your Imagination. Seen the bento box? These here are bento boxes. $15 for the box. Comes with a reusable fork and knife. Strap. And cultivate your imagination. I'm not sure what you'd use this bowl for.
Maybe guacamole.
That would make a really good guacamole. That would be kind of cool, especially since it's green like that. I was thinking more like for holding things. Like, I don't know, keys, whatever else. Spokesman, you know what, man? It is, how is Epcot feeling today? It's actually a lot less crowded than I was expecting it to be. I was really expecting it to be a lot more crowded based upon what we've seen the past couple of weeks. But
Saying that it's not
I'm
crowded.
not saying it's not crowded, but when we first walked in, we had actually quite a bit of space, more than we expected And the parking lot, we're only 2 spaces back in the second lot, and they hadn't even filled up the other side of the lot over behind the handicap parking area, but there was nobody parked beyond that. So cars, at least, that doesn't necessarily mean that we don't have a lot more resort guests and people hopping over from other places on buses, but the cars in the parking lot were kind of low too. But you can see, this is what we call concrete. This is the sidewalk, and we don't necessarily always see that sometimes. So.
Oh, Rose, you got it. Bumper. Yeah. Okay, so the fountain is unlocked.
Amy says that they just left the store that we were in. They're supposed to bump into us.
Oh, they were just here. Oh, yeah, if you do, say hello. All right, you guys ready for a Mickey? Not the perfect Mickey, but it's there. Boop, boop. Let's just give this a little rub, just in case. The genie of the lamp. No. All right, it's worth a try. I was gonna, say hello to the lamp over there, but evidently I was rubbing him the wrong way. Naomi says that would be a candy dish that we just had. That would be a cool candy dish. So I think it was Bespoke or someone else had mentioned that the Lou Lounge, not necessarily a full restaurant, but the lounge atmosphere over here at the Spice Road, still doing very well. People are still enjoying the food here. And we always recommend the spicy hummus fries. Great appetizer, great to share. Make sure you have something to drink though. Leave some great taste in your mouth. I know Christy Disney says Flower and Garden goes through July 5th this year. I know, it's really cool that they've extended it as long as they have, especially since it was such a shortened version last year. I mean, last year we only got 15 days of Flower and Garden before everything shut down. So it's kind of nice that we have an elongated Flower and Garden this year to enjoy it even more than we have before in the past. And I'm curious to see when they're going to start the Food and Wine Festival this year, because if they don't stop until July 5th and we still get a August time frame for Food and Wine, that will be the shortest period of time that we've ever had in between Flower and Garden and Food and Wine. And there's always those periods of like, well, where's all the food festivals in the middle of the summer?
We feel like they've been moving this direction to begin with, because they always do really well as far as bringing people in when they have the festivals. So it just seems natural and normal that they would try to expand, if not with an additional festival, then to
I don't know if anybody
the ones that
I don't
they
know if
have.
anybody would complain if they came here and it wasn't a day of the year that they didn't have some sort of a festival.
I know.
Whether it be Food and Wine, Festival of the Holidays, Flower and Garden, Festival of the Arts. Who knows?
I would not complain.
Maybe they need to come up with a festival of the festivals, in between, just to fill in that one last little space. Let's go walk back in the France Pavilion and say hello to our Ratatouille area real quick. We do have 2 topiaries here in the France Pavilion. In the past we had the Muppets back here with Kermit and Miss Piggy. The past couple of years, well, I mean, not counting last year, I should say 3 years now, they have moved over to the UK Pavilion in between UK and Canada. And we have found ourselves with Beauty and the Beast and the new, I say fairly new, Remy from the Ratatouille over here as well. Yeah, this is our sing-along line. We're at the back of it right now. So it's a good little wait. Let's walk over and check out Remy. Remy de fromage. That's a big old wheel of cheese. So guys, if you happen to have missed the announcement, the official announcement from Disney World is Ratatouille will be opening up October 1st, 2021, officially. Notice they haven't updated the sign. They still just say opening 2021 up there. That means that not only are we going to have Ratatouille opening up on October 1st, but we're also going to be celebrating the 50th anniversary over in the Magic Kingdom that same exact day. So that's going to be a busy, busy day on Walt Disney World Resort property that day. So all you big Disney fans have to make a decision. Are you going to be celebrating an MK that day? Are you going to be coming over here and riding Ratatouille for the first time?
Pretty sure you won't be able to do that.
I would like to just, recommend and put this out there, for anybody who's in working with media, with Disney, that would like to invite us as your small business owned a group who covers Disney in a positive way on a regular basis, to say, you know what, we'll let you guys ride it early before October 1st as a soft opening, so that you won't miss out on it when MK opens up.
We would be happy to accept that.
Grateful to accept that offer. So if anybody in Disney marketing needs to reach out to us, our email addresses are down in the description of our videos. So just
They do cast member previews, and any cast members would like to have a guest come along. We would not say no to that.
No, we would never say no to an awesome offer like that. So just let us know if we can ever be of help to fill in some space, whether it be as a cast member preview or just a media preview for Disney. We'll be there to support in any positive way we can, just to make sure everything's taken care of. So just let us know. So look over right across from us. You see who's over there? No, not at the moment. It's topsy-turvy day. Dum bum dum ba dum bum dum bum 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 bum. We found ourselves another egg for the egg extravaganza. She's not hidden very well.
No.
She's just kind of out here. I mean, Daisy likes to be seen. Maybe that's just reason part of it then. She doesn't like to hide. Oh, can I trade with you for a second?
Let's walk over this way where it's actually shaded. There we go. Take a peek over on the other side. So there's a pretty significant line waiting for the show. And it looks like, from what I can tell, that they were not waiting for, like, the show was supposed to start in 6 minutes, and I'm pretty sure 6 minutes have come at this point. So they may be waiting for the next show. Passing the baton. All right.
Just want to walk back there real quick.
For this, we need to find some place to get some hydration because I'm sweating a lot.
All right, just to kind of give you guys a quick tour of the new area in case you've never been before. We got the Fleur de Lis over here. These are our friendship boats that will take you guys over to the Swan and Dolphin, the Boardwalk, to Yacht Club, the Beach Club. If you're staying in any of the Epcot area resort hotels. Or if you come out of the International Gateway, you can go get on the gondolas, take a ride over to the Riviera, Pop Century, or Art of Animation. Oh, the music just cut out. That's weird. And Question is whether our walls will come down any further between now and October 1st. Right now, the only thing that is available are there are restrooms up here off to the right. Stroller parking for the ride when it opens back up. And then, of course, this right here is going to be a crepe location. It will be both a sit-down restaurant and also a quick service area to grab yourself a little bit of food with a French. Just listening, I'm hearing sounds across the wall. So, are there any other places that you can think of that are both considered a sit-down and a quick service location?
Pizza window at Trattoria and in Italy.
That's true. That's true. You can walk up and get pizza in Italy. That's very true.
Nine Dragons. In Epcot, they have the quick service right next to that serves the same food, same name.
Some flexibility as far as the food is concerned. And I'm sure we've seen this, we've shared this with you guys several times before, but never know when we may have someone watching with us for the first time. We don't ever want to exclude them from sharing information, but hidden inside of our little area here is a little rat. There's his tail. There's his body. It's little Remy's, all in the fencing. And here we get a lizard. He's really dark. He's a little bit of suntan. So the music volume went down. A caravan went by. Do you think the music was lowered in volume because of the caravan?
Maybe.
It's unusual, especially since it's so far away from the caravan. So anybody who's just joining us this afternoon, welcome to the stream. Glad you guys could join us here at Epcot for the Flower and Garden Festival again. About 3/4 of the way around the World Showcase at the moment. What else do you have in mind for today?
Oh, they want to get one of those.
It's not like we missed the princesses. It's the princess music. There's something to keep in mind, guys, when you visit Epcot. The friendship boats that are running from the front side of the World Showcase in here to the Morocco Pavilion are still running. As you see one coming in here just now, Friendship 3. You can pretty much guarantee that you'll have a ship going back and forth probably once every 20 minutes. They are not, repeat, not doing the same thing on the other side of the pavilion that runs over to Germany. Normally there isn't a separate friendship boat that goes from the other side of the World Showcase front area to Germany Pavilion, and it has not been running. So
that is the side where all the construction traffic goes back and forth, so it kind of makes sense that they're not running on that side.
they're just leaving that open.
Yeah.
The smell of the flowers is quite strong today. It smells flowerful. Another view of our Epcot tacos here. You can now see clearly how we have 3 of the barges. This is our newest one here in the back. So we should have our 4th one hopefully all done. Of course, during the daytime, they'll have the water features turned on, making it quite clear so you can't see through the other side. And then at night, once the fireworks are back here at Disney World, they'll have the harmonious nighttime spectacular. Movie Mania Nick loves the music. It's very uplifting, cheerful music. Pretty much guarantee when you hear that coming that the princesses are coming their way. They have the gate up today. I bet that means we have a character on the other side. Should we go say hello? Oh. Can we go in this way?
Behind the lamppost.
Oh, Mary Poppins. Oh, this is how.
Look at the flowers. Very nice. We'll say hello to Mary real quick.
Are you after her?
Yes.
How cool was that? You got pretty close to Mary Poppins.
Oh, you're fine.
I would
Lovely garden here. Good afternoon, Mary. How are you? Doing quite beautifully, actually. So having a wonderful time at the Flower and Garden, and it smells quite flowerful around here. It does. So we were just talking the other day. We prepared some sandwiches for our children. Had a nice little spot in the afternoon, and for the first time, we made ourselves some cucumber sandwiches. Do you like cucumber sandwiches? And so we think we're going to have some again. Because they did quite well. The family did quite enjoy them. So English breakfast tea. I'll have to make a note of that as well. Well, it's very lovely to see you this afternoon, Miss Poppins. Good to see you next time. Good afternoon. She says she recommends you get some English breakfast tea. Very nice little gardens there. You too. Thank you very much. You guys have a great afternoon. I think it's nice that they get to let Mary come out here and enjoy the garden flowers and say hello to everyone. So you can either find characters back here over the garden we just walked out of, or sometimes they're up in the gazebo. You can sometimes see either Mary Poppins or Alice from Alice in Wonderland here in the gardens. So don't walk too fast through the UK Pavilion and not miss a chance to say hello to either Mary or to Alice. Oh, it looks as though we had a white rabbit come through this way sometime soon.
The maze has gotten really tall.
And it's not quite as busy back here as it is in other areas. So this is also where you can find the Tinkerbell topiary, right? I just lost visual of her. Oh, there she is. She was hiding behind one of the fairy homes. And say hello to Tink. Any Peter Pan fans in the chat today? Good afternoon, Chip and Dale. Welcome to the stream. I'll tell you what, Spokesman did a 12-hour live stream yesterday. I'm surprised he's even up and about. A lot of energy, a lot of time to be able to do that. Is there a post box back there? I'm enjoying all the vibrant colors that are in the flower beds this year. The crown and crest. The fancy good lords and ladies. Oh, making banana bread.
Yum.
Wow. That sounds delicious. Talk about something that goes quickly. Banana bread wouldn't last very long in our house. I can almost smell the banana bread.
Gotta run, Bob.
All right, so we've got, again, our topiaries over here with Winnie the Pooh. We talked about Rabbit has new eyes this year. Previous years, he had the little black eyes, sort of like Winnie does over there. So Rabby has been upgraded a little bit in the facial features. And then, of course, we've also got Tigger and Eeyore over here. Eeyore and Rabbits are the only ones to receive the new eyes so far. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the faces of Tigger and Winnie and Piglet to change a little bit over the next few years as well. The phone booths are always so popular. Kids walking by going, what are those things? A telephone booth. That's crazy. Yes, you could get inside those things, put in money, and call someone. You could even call them collect if you didn't have money, and they would charge them on the other end. And if you had the special abilities, you could also change into a superhero's outfit and come flying out of that phone booth and be a superhero. Only a few people are able to do that, though. Susan is beelining it over here. Where are we headed? You are the thirsty? can get a game changer with cold brew coffee with a shot of espresso, Irish cream syrup, and light cream. It changes the game. I'm not sure exactly what it changes it to. What are you going to get? So Susan's going to grab herself a peach iced tea. I'm going to come over here and check out Miss Piggy. Has anybody been watching the old Muppet Show now that it's been released this past January on Disney Plus? That's true, Mary. You could also go into a phone booth and go to the Ministry of Magic. You just have to know which number to dial, right? We got Kermie over here. Hi-ho! Kermie the Frog here. That doesn't look very peachy.
It's very tea.
I don't see a lot of peach.
No, very tea.
Very tea.
Do we want to go inside the World Showplace?
Sure. Is there something in particular you want to check out?
Well, they have that one kitchen where the supposed to have the rotating menu that's not posted.
Oh, where it changes every time. Last time it was the beach, right? So we have special music playing. I was looking to see if anybody was going to join us down the path. Sometimes the music gets a little too preemptive. Ah, there's Pluto coming across the bridge. So I'm guessing we're going to have Pluto, Goofy, Mickey, and Minnie joining us here in a second. I see Goofy. So why don't we have a seat over here in front of Miss Piggy and wait for the Mickey and friends to join us.